No, I'm not comfortable voicing my opinion.
Why is that?
I'm really nervous about everything, so, like, to just stand in front of everyone and just speak how I feel, I'm afraid to be judged.
If you were to put me in, like, a school setting and put me to voice my opinion, I think I'd be kind of held back of how, I guess, growing up, people, like, you're always told to be quiet and to, like, follow these certain, like, standards and rules, and I guess being used to that sort of, like, set, it's kind of hard to now speak out.
I'm a very, like, outspoken person, but sometimes I have to, like, keep my mouth shut, because, like, if I don't, then I can be, like, then I feel unsafe.
So, like, someone might revolt violently against it if I join in on voicing my opinion about some things. So I have to stop and think before I say anything, really.
I'm growing up and I'm seeing a lot of people's different opinions, and I'm seeing how hateful people are. And I'm just scared that, like, I might get hurt, or people that look like me might get hurt.
It's hard to explain, but, like, I feel like a bunch of people will never, like, know what it's like to be afraid that once my brother starts driving, if he has a hood up at night, or if he's blasting music a little bit too loud, and the police make the wrong assumption, and Austin, it gets a little bit tense, that someone could get hurt. Terrorist,
drug dealer,
feminazi.
I'm Asian, so I'm called, like, the smart kid all the time, and, like, I'm not the smart kid, so I don't feel like I fit in that label, and, like, whenever I do my homework or something and anyone asks for it, I'm like, do you really want to trust me? Just because I'm Asian doesn't mean it's right.
Sure, you can be a scholar athlete, but athlete always comes first, so you're an athlete that might have a little bit of brains, but you're never going to be a smart guy that can play sports.
Terrorist because I'm Muslim, and people automatically assume that because I'm Muslim, I'm a terrorist or I'm dangerous. So I have to shut that down real quick.
Feminazi, can you explain to us what that is? Basically, a lot of people think that a feminist is someone who thinks that women's rights are, like, that women deserve better rights than men, but that's not what a feminist is. Like, a feminist is someone who believes in equal rights for men and women. But feminazi, they're basically, like, taking someone who, like, taking a group of people who wanted to exterminate, like, a whole group of people, and they're, like, calling us that, and that's just messed up.
I'm called a white girl. Because I act like, I guess I act civilized, and they think that black people can't act civilized. They think that to be black, you have to sag your pants and cuss every other word. And I think it's really offensive that to act like I am, I have to be white. I can't be black.
I'm mixed, so my dad's from Pakistan and my mom's from Colombia. And I was born here though, but it's kind of hard in this country because instead of entitled to one stereotype, I'm entitled to two. And it's, I can't, deal with one, I have to deal with both. I have to be called both things.
I wouldn't really say terrorist. Honestly, I don't take that word to heart anymore. Like, when I was little, I'd actually be really scared to tell people I was Muslim because I was afraid. Because, like, I knew about, like, 9/11 and everything, and I was so scared to tell people that I was Muslim because, I thought no one would want to be friends with me or anything.
I'm sorry. It's kind of hard. I'm sorry.
I remember in 4th grade, the teacher was like, oh, if anyone's Muslim, please raise your hand. We'd like to hear about it. And I didn't raise my hand because I was just scared that everyone in that classroom would view me differently.
I don't necessarily belong to a certain group of people and a certain race because, like, you go on one side, you go on one side of things, and, like, say I go to the Colombian side and I'm too brown to be Colombian, and you go to the brown side and I'm too Hispanic.
I have really big dreams to make a family one day and support them, because my dream is to not be like my dad, because he didn't support us, and I just want to support a family of my own.
Before my dad passed away, he supported me, and he wanted me to do what I wanted, but this goes for my mom as well, but she's like a little bit stricter like that, but he wanted me to do what I wanted to, but he wanted me to do something good that would impact people in a better way and like would do good.
My dad, he was in the Marines, so I guess he had an excuse to not be there when I was a kid, and it just, when I say dad, it's sorry, but just because he wasn't there doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like him one day, because my mom has done a great job of raising me by herself, and just because he wasn't there doesn't mean that I have something missing in my life, and because I'm fine without him, and what drives me on in life to not, even though he's not here, it's my hope for change one day, and that I can be the father that he never was to me.
One final question. What do you want for your future?
Just to be happy. Like, that's probably like really cheesy or whatever.
But I just want to be somewhere where I'm like happy with myself and I'm successful.
I want whatever I do to make me happy every single day I do it.
It's not always about money or about power. It's about having a say and like making a difference, especially.
I want to be happy.